Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Breaking news. U.S. imposes visa restriction on individuals who undermined democratic process during the Kogi Bayelsa elections. Wow. This is becoming the new normal. You see, the United States of America is taking Nigerian democracy really serious. They are beginning to put their eyes in there. And this is a pointer to the fact that Edo State election is few days away, few days away. We are talking about hours now. Yeah, you can go ahead and say about 96 hours to go to the Edo State elections, and the United States of America is showing what they intend to do to everyone or anyone who undermines democratic process. Remember what happened between Oshomole and the presidential CSO when they were here talking about arresting some persons before the Edo State election? You heard when PDP had a press conference and was calling on the international community, the United States, to impose visa restriction on individuals who are trying to undermine democratic process. That's why the presidency was really rattled, and they quickly had to issue statements saying that they never meant anything. It was just an harmless discussion and all that. Well, this is becoming a reality and the new normal. By the way, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time we're reaching you today. It's becoming apparent that Nigerian politicians have to be careful. Yes, the United States is beginning to put a microscope on our democracy, and they're beginning to look. This is a pointer to the fact that Edo State elections, every character and everyone involved needs to be careful, because your visa could be restricted and you may be stopped from traveling across the globe. Then you have to develop the country and stay in the cocoon you have created. Let's get straight into the news and get all the details. Breaking news. U.S. imposes visa restriction on individuals who undermine democratic process during the Kogi Bayelsa state election. Adedayo Akinwa, ahead of the forthcoming Edo elections in Ondo and Edo states, the United States has imposed additional visa restriction on individuals who undermined democratic process or for organizing election-related violence during the November 2019 Kogi and Bayelsa governorship election. It, however, added that the visa restriction was specific to certain individuals and not directed at the Nigerian people. The spokesman of the Department of State, Morgan Orotogo, in a statement published on his website on Monday, said the U.S. was a steadfast and a stiff supporter of Nigerian democracy, while also condemning all those Nigerians who participated in election during the 2019 and have worked to strengthen Nigerian democracy institution and process. Orotogo said the U.S. remains committed to working together to advance democracy and respect for human rights and achieve greater peace and prosperity for both our nations. The U.S. recalled the statement it issued on January the 24th, 2019, where it considered consequences including visa restriction on individuals responsible for undermining the Nigerian democratic process or organizing election-related violence. He stated, "We condemn the acts of violence, intimidation, corruption that harm and hangs around the Nigerian and individuals undermine the democratic process as the Edo and Ondo governorship circle election draws near. We urge all stakeholders, including Independent National Electoral Commission, the political parties, and the security services to uphold the 10th of democracy and facilitates genuinely free and fair election conducted in the appropriate, transparent, non-violent manner. In July 2019, we announced the imposition of visa restriction on Nigerians who undermined the February and March 2019 election. Today, the Secretary of State is imposing additional visa restriction on individuals for their actions surrounding the November 2019 Kogi Bayelsa elections and the run-up to the September and October 2020 Edo-Ondo state elections. These individuals have so far operated with impunity at the expense of the Nigerian people and have undermined democratic principles. The U.S. government noted that its decision reflects its commitment to working with Nigerian government to realize its expression commitment to end corruption and strengthen democratic accountability, respect for humanity. My people, USC, don't be taking words from the same people that are causing problem and wahala in the country. Let's start from the very, very top. Start from Aso Rock. Let's hear what Aso Rock is saying. Ask Buhari what is going on in Nigeria. Yes, ask him. Ask Buhari. So I don't get it. If this people that visa are being restricted on what basis? How did they found the people? Who gave you the names? Because you might be surprised again that the people who are doing this thing are the very people who themselves are the architects. Did you hear of what happened in there? How come Imo State is not included in that matter? Imo State, that if you come to ask the average Nigeria, they will tell you what is going on in this country, where they impose people on us as a people. This is unheard of, and it is good so that those who are trying to, infringe on fundamental human rights and don't undermine the choice of the people, they should be given visa restriction. In fact, not only to US, to the United Kingdom, to Australia, to Canada, and where have you. Everywhere there is democracy, they should include restriction, and these people should not be allowed to travel in any way, form, or kind. They should be allowed to stay in the country and no medical aid, in fact, to Saudi Arabia and the rest. But I believe that will be difficult, Dubai and the rest. But at least to other democratic, to countries where they are democracy and where people believe in true democracy and believe in fundamental human rights, these things should be looked into so that Nigerian politicians can be checked. What's happening in this country is unheard of. And please, if you want to start this visa restriction, let it start from the government. They should put microscope on every one of them. You don't know what they are doing to us in this country. You don't understand. You don't understand. Just come to Nigeria and take a random sample. Send 36, send some people, just put them in, send them to the state of the nation and take a random sample. Don't just come in and just camouflage and just come in between the people. Go into the slums. When you get into a state, ask how many local governments, ask how many, and just go in and just see what is going on. Ask anonymously. Don't ask anybody in government offices. Then take your sample from that and see exactly what is going on. Don't take census from Buhari and the rest. They will derail you. Anyway, guys, what do you think? Leave us a comment. Bye for now.